The denizens of the Dark City, allied with the craftworld Eldar, the Chimera craftworld, surge forth from the webway. They bring pain. They are led by Vect himself. This is the story of their rise to power. Across different worlds, against different enemies. The Dark Eldar and Eldar allies of the Cabal. They surge forth unseen. They hit hard like poison in food. These are their ranks. These are their warriors. These are the tales of pain. Okay, so it's time to talk tactics. This is an army list review. Welcome to SkaredCast, your Dark Eldar hub and more 40k stuff. This is a 1750 point Dark Eldar list primary with Eldar allies. I have developed it for play in a competitive league that we are playing in our local gaming group. One of the players has organized this competitive league and has designed it so that there are 2 divisions. Each division has 5 different players in it. They will play a round robin with the top 3 players in each division going into a playoff style tournament with win-loss, kind of like a knockout tournament. As it stands, this is my list. Let's go through it really quickly. We have Vect in his chair. Vect is there for the gimmick of the Alpha Strike Seas and because he is awesome. He makes people want me to go first, and if I make them go first, I can deploy, counter-deploy, and then go first anyway. Here, I get to choose my warlord trait for the league, and I've chosen Knight Attacker. Now this is great because it means even if I don't have first turn, if I play smart, I can actually mitigate damage against me. I also have a Homunculus with a liquefy gun, which is that guy in the red robe right here. Now his importance is actually the fact that he comes equipped with a Crucible of Malediction, which is a piece of war gear that affects all psychers once per game within 3d6 inches. They must pass a leadership test, and if they fail, they are just removed from play with no saves of any kind allowed. Now, it's a very interesting gimmick, but it's there to mitigate the Death Stars like Seer Council Star, Screamer Star, and some of the other stars. Because if they fail that test, they are dead. There's nothing they can do about it. And then, as an allied contingent, I have a Farseer on a jet bike. Basic buffing, as well as unlocking the other Eldar units. And for 115 points, he's a phenomenal addition to any Dark Eldar, or any force that can take them as battle brothers. So, we'll start with troops. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Venoms with dual splinter cannons, and 5 units of Cabalite warriors with blasters. They form the core scoring in the army, as well as most of the anti-infantry and anti-tank shooting in the list, even with their blasters. One of the Venoms is equipped with Grizzly trophies. This allows the Farseer, if he's within 6 inches, to re-roll his psychic tests, and allows the rest of my army, if they're around there, to re-roll their leadership tests in order to not run away as easily. In troops, we also have 3 Racks in a Raider. Now, Racks are troops, thanks to the Homunculus, so they're a very cheap troop, in a Raider with Tormental grenade launchers. Now, Tormentor grenade launchers are an upgrade for the Raider that provide a -1 leadership modifier to all enemy units within 6 inches. So you can see there, with the Crucible of Malediction, you're looking at some quite nasty anti-psyker tactics. considering things like demons are usually leadership 7 in terms of the heralds, with putting them within 6 inches of that would be leadership 6. Having to pass the leadership test for the Crucible, you could be looking at maybe 2 or 3 of the heralds dead without me having to do much. We also have a unit of 20 Eldar Defender Guardians with 2 Bright Lances. Now this is a core block unit. It provides an anchor. The Bladestorm, the 2 Bright Lances, can be very good against tanks, especially if I roll Ignore Cover with the Farseer, which really helps that unit out in terms of perfect timing. And if I roll up a 4+ invulnerable save, they are very, very durable even against weapons that ignore cover. So they provide a core block that also help escort Vect all the way up the field. Those are my 7 troop choices. I decided to go for a lot of troops because we're playing BAO scenario missions, which means I need a lot of troops in order to do as many different objectives as possible. I know that I will be hampered during Purge the Alien missions, but as a Dark Eldar player, that is something that I have come to terms with long ago. And then we move on to heavy support, because I only have HQ troops and heavy support. 2 Ravagers with 3 Lances, each with Night Shields. They are quite a good anti-tank and anti-heavy riptides and whatnot. And with the Night Shields, most small arms fire will not be able to reach them, which helps them survive in most cases when they're hanging out in the backfield. And last but not least, the ace in the hole. 2 Scatter Laser Warwalkers. These guys have proven over and over again that they are some of the most dangerous units in this army. And it catches a lot of people off guard, because it's funny. A lot of people consider Venoms to be more dangerous, so they'll fire on the Venoms, even though the Scatter Laser Warwalkers later in the game will start doing more damage. Now with Battle Focus, the ability to scout or outflank really gives them some tactical options to put my opponent on the back foot. So this is the general overview of my 1750 point competitive League Dark Eldar army. What do you think? I would love to know your comments down below. Thanks a lot for tuning in. As you can see, I'm working on painting most of this, slowly getting it all done so that it is completely and fully painted. And of course, Vect in his chair. He looks down on all of you because he is just that cool. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in. This is Skari. Out.